Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the finalists for the men's compound division on targets 1 and 2.
Well, the stage is set for the men in the compound bow. And if you could stay with us, we're with Jamie Van Natter, got the bronze in the women's compound. I'll be very grateful for your expertise and input as well. It's not a bad place to play this game, is it? This sport of archery with the Burj Al Arab behind you. We are certainly enjoying it. But let's concentrate on the game in hand here. You can hear the announcer getting very excited. And let's get excited as well, because we've got two very, very good archers here. One is a legend, I think it's fair to say. Here's Jorge Jimenez, a man who is first in the world ranking, a man from El Salvador who's, what is he now? 40 years old, still going. One of the legends of the game, isn't he?
He certainly is, and he's certainly come up, stepped up his game in those last 2 years. He's been a phenomenal shooter.
Now here's your compatriot, the American, Braden Gellenthien. Oh, he certainly is a man who's in some form. It was a epic battle. He went to a tie-break as well.
Yes.
Both these games went to a tie-break, and Braden came back from quite a deficit as well to claw his way back into the final.
Yes, he did. Braden is a strong shooter. I've had the opportunity to shoot with him quite a bit, and I really, he has a great ability to come back from behind, so don't ever count him out.
Oh, we won't do, that's for sure. So, just 21 years old, Braden Gellenthien. He's come from snow as well. He was saying it's a bit warm here. You prefer something around 60 degrees Fahrenheit, so about perhaps 20 degrees, perhaps 10 degrees Celsius less. He was saying that the wind can be a big factor in these, but because it's such an enclosed arena, there is a bit of breeze coming over from the sea, and it got up and caught some of the recurve archers off guard, but I think at the moment it's fairly benign, the conditions.
It is, but it's hard to judge. That's what makes it difficult, is that the wind, we have all of the flags and everything. They're in very secluded places, so you can't see the wind like you normally would be able to.
And Jimenez with first blood, a point ahead with a perfect 10. A man again who had a massive battle against Roberval dos Santos in his semi-final, 115 each. Only dropped 5 points apiece in their 12 arrows. And there we are, back on track for Braden Gellenthien.
Gellenthien, yeah.
Jimenez. Back. Oh, he's a lovely shot. 2 arrows right where he needs them, right in the centre. And that's the way you just keep the pressure on your opponent.
Braden shooting strong, though. I have a good feeling. Yes.
It's anything on the line is the highest score, isn't it? So even if you just nicked it, you still get the 10 if you're on that line between 9 and 10. That'll be good for Braden. He'll be happy with that.
Yes.
But there's no need for looking at lines for Jorge Jimenez. 30 out of 30 in his first end of arrows. And so 30 points, plays 29. When it comes to experience, how much does experience count really here? You know, do you need a lot of composure that only experience can bring?
I believe so, actually. I think even in my own personal game, that this year and the last year have really brought my game up, because I've been shooting so many tournaments, and because the caliber of shooters that I'm being able to compete against is so much higher. So you, like anything, you get used to the pressure, and you learn how to shoot through it.
Well, they're playing Braden's tune anyway. A little bit of American swing for him to get into the swing himself. So a point behind. Can he pull it back? He'll need to start hitting the 10s. And he has. Just checks his sight just to make sure. He wasn't so sure there. The man who won 2 of the 4 events, qualifying events here, Jimenez. And he's in great form, isn't he?
Yeah, he's looking very, very solid.
Just checking up on the world record. It is 120 with 7 X10s. He's not far off that at the moment, is he?
No.
Another 10. It's a high quality match, this one. This is the World Cup Final. This is the pinnacle of archery.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, well, our first. Yeah, a slight problem for Jimenez. A problem there with the arrow, with the bow there?
I think he just was ready for it to go off, and it didn't go quite when he wanted it to.
So he gets the 10 he wanted. Pressure back on Jimenez. Back into the groove. And we are tied at 59 to 59. And we're going to just talk about the target itself. For those who aren't used to archery and perhaps picking up for the first time, it's not 70 meters away. It's not a big target. It's each ring is 6.1 centimeters, so it's just over 12 centimeters. That bullseye. That's all you've got. That's from correct. 70 meters away.
It's about the size of a grapefruit, and sometimes it seems about the size of a kumquat.
Okay, you practice with fruit, don't you? Obviously.
Yeah.
Not quite an apple on top of the head, though. That's the accuracy you need, and that's the accuracy these guys have most of the time. And we have gone through the halfway stage of this match. 6 arrows gone, 6 to go, 59 apiece. They have dropped just 1 point each.
Good.
And that is, well, not quite dead center, but not far off. Pressure back on Jimenez. And that's not as central as we're used to from Jimenez, but good enough. It does buzz along this game, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
You blink and you miss it. Adds to the excitement, that's for sure. As the clock
there we go.
Counts down, and another 10. He's back in the groove, isn't he?
Braden is a very expressive shooter. You can see after every shot exactly what he thought of it. So he nods his head, he shakes his arm, he does a lot of things to indicate a good shot.
It'd be no good. He says he's a poker player in his spare time. I can't see it with that much expression in his face.
Maybe he saves it all up.
Perhaps that's it, yeah. Oh dear, big shake of the head that time, and he just reels away. Not happy with that. Back to his coach. What can the coach do in this ensuing 15 seconds?
The coach can't do anything but reassure him that he can shoot this shot.
Jimenez, who was 3rd last year in the final, can he go 2 better? 89, plays 88. 3 arrows left. You've just got to hope you get 30 and hope the other person slips or something, really, isn't it? That's the long and short of it.
There's no hope, really. All you have to do is shoot your shot. You can't think about what the other person is shooting. You can't think about what they're doing. You have to be able to put your 10 in the center.
Is there a lot of work on your, the mental state of just zoning everything out?
Yes, this game is 90% mental, and that's the most important thing.
I know George, the stadium announcer here, was saying, look, it's not golf, you can make a noise, but please turn your phone off. But how much do things like a helicopter going overhead put you off?
It depends. Some people are very aware of their surroundings. Personally, when I'm shooting, I don't hear anything going on around me.
You're zoned, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
He liked that for the moment it left, didn't he?
Yep.
Little look across to the big scoreboard just to the right of him there. That's what he needs to do, keep the 10s coming in and hope Jimenez just slips up. He's 1 point ahead. Well, he hasn't so far. The man from El Salvador is right on target. Just 1 point drop so far.
9.
And that won't help. Braden, head goes up, looks to the skies, and there's the shrug. Well, if Jimenez can get another 10, it's all over bar the shouting.
9.
Well,
Final arrows of the match.
here we are, 1 point in it. 107 to 108. Braden Gellenthien needs a 10. I think it's a 9. I hear a whisper behind me from the officials that it's a 9. So, possibly a 10. We'll have to wait and see for a confirmation of this, but a 10 here. It is, and it's all over. It's academic. Well, he's a legend. He was 3rd last year. He's 1st this year. Jorge Jimenez. It all worked out for him nicely. Started off not so well. Braden Gellenthien will have to settle for 2nd. Jimenez it is who takes the gold and the $20,000.
Yeah, good for Jorge.
He's a man who's been around a long time, and it's a man who would obviously, I would suggest, without being indiscreet, would suggest that age is not a barrier to carrying on at the top flight.
I believe not. I think you can continue doing this sport well into your 50s, 60s, 70s, and I plan on doing it.
That's what I like to hear. I mean, it's not you're not as well paid as perhaps an American footballer or a Premiership soccer footballer, but you do get to travel around the world. Last year, the finals, of course, were in the Mexican pyramids. It seems every year they come up with a spectacular venue.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they come up with for next year.
Well, Jimenez is the man. Those are the pictures you may well see in your papers tomorrow morning. Quite a good media outing here in Dubai in all the papers and magazines.